Enlightenment means bye. Enlightenment means
Enlightened beings. Enlightened ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲೋ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ಲೋ ಏನೋ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಏನೋ ಇದ್ರದಿಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ at the higher levels of consciousness they will also have some roles, some responsibilities, some desires.
Yeah, it's a question of there is no desire and all, because what is enlightenment? To understand what is unreal and to become what is real.
It's okay,
So
there are no
everything is unreal or appearance, maya. So you have come out of that. Then you are become a witness. You have become a pure witness consciousness, whatever that. That's called enlightenment. So now, in reality, there is nothing, no work, nothing, no action, which is there for the enlightened being. All karma is gone. All karma means whatever is required, all runa, everything is gone. So that is a first life. Okay, now there are people, other people are suffering. So their suffering makes him to take up some work. This is the second life. It is going and coming back. So now coming back means he has to go, he has risen to higher level of consciousness. Now he has to go down to the lower level of consciousness to help people. In reality, he understands the suffering is not real. It's illusion in nature.
but this is in two-dimensional world. There are third, fourth, fifth, you know,
Aye, Baba,
seventh.
yes.
ಲೋಕಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ.
All lokas, enlightenment means going beyond all lokas. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swarloka,
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ
Maharloka.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನೆ serving.
No, I'm speaking of the physical, in the existing world, right? His body is there, then he sees the suffering of people, then he goes and helps them. Even though he understands suffering is not real, it's a dream-like state, he helps them to get out of the suffering. That's the second life of enlightenment. First life of enlightenment is for enlightenment. Second life is to help people depending on the suffering.
So ಆತ್ಮನ ಮೋಕ್ಷಾರ್ಥಂ
Jagaditaya cha. Okay. Now, enlightenment means there are 7 planes of existence: Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. So Satyaloka means beyond, it's the ultimate, the complete liberation. A person who has gone through what you call as Sadhyo Mukti or complete enlightenment is already in Satyaloka. For him, there is no other lower loka. Abrahma Brahmana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, they are all repetitive. So now you will take a birth in this loka or responsibility in this loka if there is ego is remaining. That means there is no krama mukti, not full liberation, not sadhya mukti. So partial liberation is there, partial in depending on which state you are. Okay, Salukya, Samipya, Sarupya, Sayujya. So you'll be one of the lokas.
ಭೂಲೋಕ, ಭುವರ್ಲೋಕ, ಮಹರ್ಲೋಕ.
Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಮನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭೂಲೋಕ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನು, ಭುವರ್ಲೋಕ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ತರನಾ ಮತ್ತೆ
No,
ಇಂಟೆಲೆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್
I cannot, I don't know the mapping that way. Anyway, finally, it's ultimately corresponds to six chakras. Okay, the mental and intellectual and consciousness. So one who goes to the Sahasrara, he enters into the Satyaloka, the final liberation. For him, there is no other work pending and nothing can be done also. For him, he will do some work depending on suffering of the people. Now, if the people seek, then he may take another birth also to help them. So this is what is incarnation is about. Incarnation comes based on the demand of the society. Society seeks. There is a question why only avatar of God takes place on the earth in India, not any other part of the world. So what happens is in India, there's a deep-rooted belief in people that God will take avatar and help us and save us. And it's a deep embedded in consciousness. So that belief will pull the higher consciousness to take birth as human being. In the India. That belief system is not there in any other part of the world. And because there is no belief system, there is no seeking also to get the God on the earth plane. So because of this seeking, this pull, the divine will take the shape of human beings as incarnation. Similarly, any enlightened being can take another birth depending on the seeking of his disciples or devotees, or depending on the situation, even though he understands that it's a illusory world. But the people who are suffering, for them it's real. So they are seeking to alleviate their suffering, he will take a birth. Otherwise, there's no reason for a birth for an enlightened being, because he has already crossed the 6 planes of existence: Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Suvarloka, Mahaloka, Janaloka. They correspond to Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Adna. Then he has entered into Satyaloka, which is Sahasrara.
ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದನೂ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Just one take one. ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಚಕ್ರಗಳು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, but it's ultimately Sahasrara. So what is the question? This is about second life of an enlightened being. The second birth of a being is, first birth, we are born in ignorance, we are born to biological parents. Second birth happens through Guru. Okay, that's called Dvija, second birth. When you get a Dnana of Atma Dnana, it's called second birth. So when I say Atma Dnana, he may not have self-realized, but his eyes open for self-realization. He starts seeking or working towards self-realization. That's called second birth. Second birth is for human being. Second life is for an enlightened being. Next question.
ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಇವಾಗ ಋಷೀಸು, ಸಪ್ತ ಋಷೀಸು, ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ನೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್, ಲೈಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್.
Now what I am saying is, the beings who are not liberated, they'll keep continuing working several lokas for lower level.
ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆದವರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ.
ಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಆದವರು ಅವ್ರು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಳಿದು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಮೂಲಕಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ.
ಅಪ್ಪ ಅದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಹೊರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಹೊರ್ಕೊಂಡು
ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾರಾ? ಬೇರೆ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್
ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬೊಬ್ಬಳ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಎನ್ಲೈಟನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಫುಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಆವಾಗ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬೇರೆದೋಸ್ಕರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ.
ಭಾಳ ಬೊಂಬಳ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನೋ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾರಾದ್ರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್, ಬೀಚು, ಸೀ ಶೋ. ಸೊ ರಿಟೈರ್ಡ್ ಲೈಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್.
After this plane everything is just light bodies athva means they don't have the physical form alva.
See, with respect to you, the physical form they don't have, but for them, with respect to them, they have a physical form. At that energy level, everything appears as physical form to them. For you, they are light bodies. For them, they are physical bodies. For example, in your dream world, you see so many people. Okay, from waking state, they are all mental bodies, but when you enter into the dream, they are real bodies.
So they also have bodies.
In that plane, they have real bodies for them, but for you looking at them, these bodies are not visible.
For us not visible, okay, but for them,
Yeah, for them there is a body which is interactable, and body has much more dimensions and flexibility possibly, but they have a body at that time, that plane.
ಅವ್ರ ಇತರನೇ ಮದ್ವೆ ಮುಂಜಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಬಾಡಿ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿನಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ರು
ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ಇದ್ದನೂ ಇರುತ್ತಾ?
ಅವ್ರ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಅವರ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಪ್ಲೇನ್. ಫಾರ್ ದಮ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ 1 night, ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್ from our plane it's 180 days. Time frames are different, time scales are different, the enjoyment levels are all different.
ಕೆಲವು ಸರ್ತಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಸ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನಾಜಿ ಹಾಲೋಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಈಗ ಸಿರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದೆ, ಅರೌಂಡ್ 500,000 ಪೀಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆಗಿದಾರಂತೆ. ಅರ್ಧಕ್ಕರ್ಧ ಐಸಿಸ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನರ್ಧ ಅದೊಂಥರ ವಾರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಥರ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ವಿಂಗ್. ಫುಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಭಯಂಕರ ಅವಸ್ಥೆ. ಹೌದು, ಹಾರಿಬಲ್. ಅಂದರೆ ರೆಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ನವರು
No, it's a horrible suffering, I agree.
everybody who is suffering, they'll cry God only.
They'll
So-
cry God, but they don't have a belief system that God will come to earth to save them.
Hmm.
Universe will respond to their belief system. If the same thing happens in India, the God will come down. Because the belief system is God will come down.
ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ಗುರುಜಿ ಇನ್ಕಾರ್ನೇಷನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ
ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ?
ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬೆಳೀತಿರೋದು.
If the same situation was in India, the people will have a deep faith that God will come and God will come. These people have a faith that God will not come. God has no human form.
But they must be asking in
But,
some or other way, right?
Doesn't
Just asking
God
somebody.
come because of some compassion anyway?
God will respond to your prayers, God will respond to your feelings, and God ultimately will respond to your belief system. So if you have belief that God cannot come in human form, it will be fulfilled. Why should He come? You are creating a reality for yourself.
That's
The
true.
mass reality in India is God will come in human form, deep inside, embedded in human consciousness. So God will come.
But what they're praying is that they need help. It might not be from God or it might not be from.
They will get help from themselves. Whatever help they can get, they'll get. That is their, based on their belief system, what help they can get, they'll get. This is what is called the collective belief system. God will respond to the collective
But
belief
whoever
system.
the person is helping on the whole, like on the whole for all the 500 people, that will be God for them.
That's okay. You can give some real name. They will not call anybody God. Human beings, they will never call God. That's their belief system. They will call a good human being, but never call them as a God. That is the belief system. They have a very clear belief system that God cannot come in human form. So why should God come? He has no job or what? So deep-rooted belief system in India, deep-rooted, that God will come as avatar and God will come as avatar. Absolutely. Until that belief system collapses. Okay? That's why India has survived 1500 years of war. No other country in the world can survive that. The two belief systems in India are very, very deep-rooted. First belief system is God as avatar. Second belief system is about Guru. You look at any of the wars here in India, which has happened, massive wars. Everywhere one enlightened being, Guru will come and help and lead. Shivaji, Guru Gobind Singh, all these are enlightened beings. Okay, in South India, this man, Hakka Bukka, Vidyaranya. So there will be the deep faith in a Guru system, the deep faith in the God or as an avatar is saved India till today. In future, I don't know, but this is deep-rooted belief system.
Every kingdom had a Rajguru and.
Yeah. So that deep-rooted belief system, God as avatar, God can come as human being. Okay, God will come as human being when suffering increases. He is making repeated avatars to happen in India. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was the avatar. Amritananda is avatar. Sai Baba is avatar. Continuously avatars will happen in India because of this deep-rooted belief system. The moment this deep-rooted belief system goes, God will never take incarnation in India.
They'll only export gurus to other countries.
Even if so much of mass suffering happening, they are praying to God. They have very, very clear, deep-rooted belief system that God cannot come. So why should God come?
What if we pray that God comes in human form?
There are two prayers. Somebody is praying, somebody is not praying. So you are praying for them, but they have a belief system is that God will not come. So whose belief system God should respond?
Whoever is stronger, I guess. No?
Who is suffering? Who is in need? His belief system you have to respond.
It is karma.
See that? Okay, just close this.